Yeah, I haven't had a chance really to look over it. Somebody had mentioned to me that the NCAA said that coaches are now um, allowed to maybe be a spoke, do things with collectives, and that was the gist of what I got. And my focus went right back to Clemson, and that's not, I mean Syracuse, and that's something that we'll deal with after the season. Right now our focus is on prepare for Syracuse and trying to win this game. But if there's any way to help our student athletes, I'm all for it. And part of it is working with the collective to help raise money. I'm all for it. Yeah, he's not able to do many physical drills. Right now, even with his throwing shoulder, I know it wasn't surgically repaired, but it still affects the other shoulder, and he hasn't been released to run as of today yet. But I think here soon, he's going to start progressing. And again, it was a 4 to 5 month recovery, which puts us somewhere in January. And right now, I've been told nothing otherwise with that. What can he do to continue to enhance and prepare is he's doing a really good job in meetings and continue to keep his mind sharp mentally, be another set of eyes for Tyler, be a voice for Tyler. But again, the ability to study the game and the ability to mentally stay sharp is something that you can't get enough of, and he's doing that. Well, I think it's the ability, one, to be aggressive. You can't block punts without rushing the punter, and rushing the punt team. And so Coach Mace is an aggressive aggressive person. He finds different ways to attack punt protection. But also, with that comes at times you can be vulnerable to a fake, and he does a good job of finding different ways to make sure we are protected against a fake. And that's my only thing as a head coach is let's be aggressive. I want to be aggressive, but also don't want to get the ball faked against us. And so some people might say you can't do them both, but I believe you can. And what you've seen is an aggressive punt block unit, but also the ability to deter some teams out of trying to fake it against us. And so it's a mentality one. They really work on the technique of blocking punts. Coach Mason spends a lot of time of talking about there's a technique to it. It's not just rushing back there, becoming free and finding a way to get your hand on the ball. There's techniques to where you're placing your hand, and he's a heck of a coach, and the buy-in from that punt block unit has been really good. Every year, NCAA football is trying to find a way to do what's right in terms of the safety of the game, but also what's right for the judgment of the player, and was it intentional, and how do we correct the technique of tackling without also just throwing every kid out of game. And so the ability now to go back and review it and say, hey, was the defensive player's head down? Was he hit with the crown of the helmet? Where was he targeting to? It is not black and white as much as I think I want to believe, and some of us want to believe is black. It's not.